Well, welcome everyone to my spiritual sanctuary. My name is Sandra, and if you haven't joined my channel before, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad that you're here. Today we're going to talk about Feng Shui. That's what Feng Shui Friday is all about, and I hope everyone had a wonderful 4th of July yesterday. I know I did. And we've had quite the week with the cosmology of the universe, with the astrology. We have had the eclipse, the solar eclipse, the new moon in Cancer, and now on the 7th we'll be starting Mercury retrograde, and so everything is re-looking, rethinking, redoing, everything in transportation, communication, a lot of different challenges that may occur. Okay, if you're traveling, have patience. If you're doing anything with computers or technology, communication, have patience. Things can sometimes go awry during that period of time. It starts on the 7th, it goes all the way to the 31st of July, so we'll have it for the duration of the month, and I just wanted to let you guys know to prepare for that. And also we have the eclipse coming up, the lunar eclipse coming up on the 16th of July. Another eclipse. We're in eclipse season, so I went into a little bit about that last Friday, and so go ahead and watch that one again as I talk about how to get through this challenging time of the eclipse season that can create a lot of changes and challenges. Okay, so today what I was going to talk about is buying and selling your home with Feng Shui. A lot of people tend to move in the summertime, and now the kids are out of school, graduations are pretty much over with, and now is the most popular time to move. And that could be renting, if you're looking for a new place to rent, if you're looking for a new place to buy, if you're selling your home. There's lots of Feng Shui information that I have to help you achieve the best price for your property. If you're selling, highest price possible, get top dollar for using the ancient Chinese secrets of Feng Shui. And if you're even renting, that's another consideration, is if you're renting, then you want to make sure you find the right home for you, and that it's connected to you on an energetic level based on your birth information. And we look at the chart of based on your year, your month, your day, and your time, and your place of birth, and we do a natal chart. We see what's going on, and then there's a 10 cycle. 10 years, every 10 years you go through a different luck cycle, and so I zero in to see what cycle you're in right now and your best potential for the best possible move at the right time, and how do we get your property sold fast for the top dollar, and so it's a win-win for everybody involved. Okay, so I do have a step-by-step method to get your property sold. A little bit about me, if you've listened to my videos in the past, I am a real estate broker, have been a real estate broker since 1996 in the state of California and now in the state of Florida. So I do real estate in California and Florida. And I've been in the business a long time, and one of the things that drew me to Feng Shui was my real estate business. I was a practicing appraiser and had my own appraisal business, and also my own brokerage. And once I added Feng Shui, I realized the huge differences it made in my business, and how it can help people to achieve the optimal circumstances in their life when they're moving. So the thing about Feng Shui is it literally means wind and water. Feng Shui is wind and water. So it's the seen and the unseen. Those things that we can actually physically, mundane, touch, and then those things like wind, where we know it's there, we can feel it, but we really can't see it. We just see the effects of it, okay? So Feng Shui works a lot like that. And what we work with is we use design in a home. We look at the time, the space, and the events that are occurring, and we try to synchronize them all for the best possible outcome. So the top areas to enhance to sell your home fast and for top dollar, I look at 4 different areas in your home. And so the first area we're going to look at is the front of the home, your entry. Okay, because a lot of times people will drive by a home and they won't even go inside. If it doesn't appeal to them from the front yard, they're not going to go in. You know, that's just, it'll take you, click right off the list, right off the top. So we want to make sure that we have clear entryways with no debris. We want to have a beautiful appeal going in that front area so that people are drawn in. They want to come into the front door to see the space. Okay, now with an apartment or something in a condominium, that's not always possible, but there are energetic, the unseen cures that we can put into place to help with those areas as well. Now, also what we look at is the fame and reputation enlightenment area. So that's the way the world sees your property. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're getting the word out to the world that your property is for sale, because it's not going to sell quick and for top dollar if we're not utilizing the proper channels for marketing. Okay, so today, if you're not using technology, all the social media networks, there's actually cameras that are that can be utilized from the sky to zone in on your property and show it, 360 degrees, going in room by room with a video, things like that. There's different things that you can use to get the word out, so therefore the fame of the property becomes increased. Okay, so there's a lot of other different things that we do in the interior as well to try to get it to its optimal selling position. Now, I'm always available for private readings. You can go to my email, just email me, and down below if you're on YouTube, it'll have all the description of how to reach me, even if you want, a 30 to 60 minute session on how to prepare your property in the best way. I can help you with that, okay? I don't always have to be at the property to do that. I can do that remotely from anywhere, okay? And then what we look at is the helpful people travel area, okay? Because we want to move the property, but we want people to come in to help us sell it, because it's really hard to sell a property by yourself. A for sale by owner has a lot of limitations when they're selling a property, unless it's a hot market and it's a hot neighborhood. But as things cool down, which we're seeing in the market right now, okay, the prices are, going in certain areas, they are dropping a bit, and we're looking at what's happening in 2020, 2021 as we move, into the future. So I look at that. I see what's the potential of the property. What is the best price that we can get for it. The helpful people travel area we utilize for real estate agents, buyers, sellers, inspectors, escrow and title companies, contractors, lenders, and appraisers, everybody that's associated with the sale. So you want to bring a team of people together for the best possible outcome, and I can help you with that. And we do both just like even the mundane, and we do it on an energetic level as well to help bring those people in that are so needed to facilitate a closed sale. Okay. Now, also, we're going to look at your wealth, prosperity, and abundance as well. Okay, that's the 4th area, and see, what area is the best to, set up for bringing in the most optimal health. So we look at the directions and see where that falls in your chart, because we want to activate that area, and with different ways. There's a lot of, like I said, there's mundane things we can do, which the majority of the realtors and public out there know. And then as a Feng Shui consultant, I can come in and do the non-mundane. I look at the energetic patterns, the influences, what's going on with the space, and we work with those as well, because that has a lot to do with what we're going to bring in for a closed sale. Okay, so I have a checklist to prepare your house to sell, and I'm more than happy to provide that to you if you want to send me an email. Again, my email is myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com. And just email me, tell me you'd like a checklist, and I will go ahead and send that off to you so you have something to work with. And of course, I'm always available for a consultation. Now, a sale is one way to look at the property, and I do have a cure that I use to help a property sell, and it's very specific in the steps that are taken. I can also provide that to you if you're having a problem selling the property, then and it's on the market long time, then we need to look to kind of work with the real estate cure and try to get that property moved. Okay, so I can help you with that. Now, also, one of the last things I want to talk about is the astrology. Now, let's look at what is your astrology chart look like, okay, based on what's going on in your life. Because, of course, if you've listened to my videos in the past, your exterior is a mirror image of your interior composition. So is it in your chart to move? Is it in your chart to make that change? And if so, what is the best house for you based on your chart? We want to make sure that you're not buying a home that's not in alignment with you in your constitution and your birth, what the plan and destiny was for you and you're moving forward. So that's all in your natal chart, and also again with the 10-year luck cycles, we look and we plot those onto the floor plan, and therefore it tells me a lot. Is the house good for you? Is it going to bring you the success that you're looking for? And we're looking at all the occupants in the home as well. We want to make sure we have the best possible home for the people that are going to be living there. And so that is based on, does it have a north-facing door? Does it have a south-facing door? Does it have an east or southeast? We need to look at that, because when the energies are coming into the space, if it's not in alignment with you and your energetic component based on your birth chart, then it's probably not going to give you the best results moving forward. And also the yearly influence comes into play too. As you've heard me say, we look at the yearly influences, we look at the energetic number patterns in each space, and we make adjustments accordingly and find you the best possible outcome. Now, that can also go for renting spaces as well. You also want to make sure that you're renting the right property and you don't have any problems being in the wrong space. So we want to make sure that everything is in alignment. So whether you're buying, selling, or renting, it doesn't matter. Or even if you're buying an investment property, okay, there's a lot of things to look at. And I work with investors and I help them to find the best properties that will maybe flip faster, or they usually, when they want to flip it, they have to stage the property and get it to a place where it's going to sell quick, because time is of the essence. If you have a holding period of 3 to 6 months, you've got to really flip that property pretty quick in order to take your profit, so you can move on and buy another one, or whatever your goals are. Okay, and then if you're using it for a long term as an investor, let's say you're just going to use it as a rental property, even more reason. So let's get a good property that is set up correctly, and let's try to find something that is going to give you the best possible flow of money, your income stream coming in, and it's going to maintain its value. So over time, over 5-10 years, you're not going to be losing. So a lot of my appraisal background comes into play when I do that, and I've noticed just through my 25 years of doing appraisals that there is a direct correlation between the money part of the house, the money earners of the house, and having the right house. I've done a lot of appraisals for loans, hard money loans, and A-rated loans, and there is a definite, there's an energetic shift going on there as far as what's the best possible outcome for both parties. So we need to look at that. And right now, I have time to fit a couple more people into my schedule this month. I'm going through and I'm working on an investment property that I have, and getting ready to go home to California from Florida. So I have a lot of things that I'm doing to get my property ready. So I'd be happy to share those little tips and tricks with you as well. Clearing the clutter is a big part of the energetic shift, so you want to make sure that you're doing that first. Make sure everything's in good repair, and also looking at the external environment as well. Okay, we're going to look and see what's going on the outside of that property as well. So that tells us a lot about what's going to be drawn to the property. So that's a little bit about what I have for you today. I'm getting ready to go out to the beach, so I want to thank you for joining me today, and I'm here every Friday with my new topics, and I'm very excited to share all my information with you. If there's something that you would like to know about, or if you'd like a private reading, I do astrology readings, and I also do the Feng Shui consultations, and I do the two together. I can do it remotely from wherever you are with pictures and videos, and just gathering up your birth information. So please go ahead and email me if you'd like a private consultation, and that is myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com. Or you can go to my website, that's www.myspiritualsanctuary.com, and just put your name in the email opt-in box and join in, and I'll get notified, and I'll contact you within 24 to 48 hours, okay? So I'm here if you need help with your buying, your selling, your renting, your moving. Make sure you're doing it, in a smart way, so you're finding the right property. And that's all I have for you today. So I want to wish everybody a beautiful weekend. Until next Friday, have a wonderful week ahead. Namaste, my friends. Till next Friday.